And welcome to another episode of Experts Speak. I am Michael DeLon. Today I'm talking with Wendy Pace. And well, Wendy, first of all, thank you. Thank you for being my guest on Experts Speak.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you are welcome. Wendy is the founder, the owner of Pace Setting Media. And they have this comprehensive suite of marketing services for business owners, ranging from everywhere from content writing to creating blog posts, direct mail, email blast, just a whole suite to really take the burden off of the business owner and let them do that hard work for you while making sure your voice, your message is aligned and right. So we're going to talk about all kinds of fun things today. But as we get started, Wendy, tell me, how in the world did you get doing what you're doing today?
It was unexpected. I was in corporate marketing, and my eldest was leaving for college, and my youngest, who, excuse me, has epilepsy, is unable to drive. And so my traveling around the country doing marketing for the corporate was not going to work because my third grown-up was about to leave for college.
Oh,
So I had to figure out a way to work from home, and that's how Pace Setting Media got started.
excellent. Very good. Everybody has a story. I just love hearing those origin stories and things. Let's talk about some of the challenges that business owners have when it comes to, dare I say, I mean, content marketing, really, at the end of the day, but it's so much more than that. So many times we have those buzzwords and we all think we know what it is, but let's talk about what is it that you're helping business owners do, first of all, and then some of the struggles they have and
Right.
why they don't do it.
So on average, a business owner can spend 6 to 8 hours a week trying to maintain their social media feeds and keeping them active. So one of the reasons Pace is a good option is because we take that off their plate, right? We take that hat off their head. So they've gotten 6 hours back in their week, basically a day back that they otherwise were going to be spending trying to create content or curate content and figure out how to get around the algorithms and how to position themselves. Also, while trying to stay on top of trends, hashtags, and all the other stuff that Google and all the rest of them love to change on us on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So what Pace Setting Media does is I'm sitting on social media all day long. We're sitting in social media all day long. So we are seeing the trends, we're reading the news stories, we're understanding the algorithms, we're understanding the trends that are happening and what we need to do to keep you in front of the people you want to stay connected with. Now you drop in AI, and a lot of people go, well, I can just have ChatGPT make out a plan for me and I'll just schedule it and put it up. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But if you get in the habit of not reading or looking at what it's putting together for you, a lot of times you'll find that it's gibberish
Mm-hmm.
or inaccurate information or outdated information. And for some clients, that's a big problem. If you're in finance or you're in medicine and it's not going to the latest because it's got a limitation on browser search and you don't have human eyes looking at it, you could get caught up in putting out a lot of misinformation.
Yes.
The other thing that we do is we stay on top of the headlines. What's going on in your community? For instance, I have a public adjuster client in Texas, North Texas. Well, what's going on in North Texas right now? Wildfires. So we are able to pivot quickly to make sure that we stay in touch with the headlines for the clients so that we're creating opportunities for them to be the answer that their potential client is searching online for help.
And that helps you stay relevant as a business owner, and it helps your audience understand that, yeah, you've got the eyes on the community, and it's really hard for AI to do that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of AI for lots of reasons. It has its place, but it doesn't have a great place in marketing. If that's your default, I'm just going to let the robot do it. And I think it needs to be human intelligence, not artificial intelligence, right? Because what we do in marketing is we make connections with people, and people buy from people. So you can use AI in lots of ways, and it can do rough drafts and all kinds of things. But you need a human behind it, not only to craft the post, but to understand the strategy behind the marketing for that specific company, right?
Right. And it'll put a strategy together for you, but it may not take into considerations the nuances of your business. It's
Yeah,
going to give you a generalized.
right, right.
And you might be like, well, I don't really do that. Yeah, I know my website kind of sort of touches on it, but it might blow something up that you just mentioned in passing and it makes it more significant. And if you're not reading and going through it, you could be setting yourself up.
Well, and in content marketing, especially when you're talking social media, it really should be a two-way street. You
It
should
has
be
to be.
posting and reading the responses, and that's really where you can help business
Mhm.
owners, right?
Right. So the other thing that we do is we will look at your Facebook Messenger and we'll see when interactions come in, comments are made. So I'm monitoring the comments for negativity, but I'm also monitoring the comments to say, hey, I can call an owner and go, you've got somebody here who's looking for an estimate, or they've asked this particular question or that particular question. I ask them, would you like me to answer? How would you like me to answer?
Mhm.
Or would you like to contact them directly?
Right. And that's valuable for the business owner because we're busy. We need to be
Right.
working on generating revenue, but that's a great revenue opportunity right there. And
Mm-hmm.
you can filter, and the longer you work with a company, the more trust there is in that business owner. Say, why don't you answer it this time? Or here's how I would answer it. And you can become that filter, that interactive aspect of content, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then understanding that it's more than social media because you also help create blogs, which are great for all kinds of SEO and here's the thing that people forget. Prospects are out researching and they're hitting your website and they want information, and a blog is a great place for information. They may sign up for something, and then email marketing is a phenomenal tool to build relationships, gain more information, and you can help with lots of that, right?
That's correct. We not only do we do an email marketing campaign and a direct mail marketing campaign, but we're curating content for you and we're creating content for you. So if I'm seeing a trend on, say, a certain procedure for a pain company or pain clinic, I'm going to then do a few postings on that, but I may even reach out to them and go, would you like us to write on this for you? So that you have a blog sitting on your website, and that's going to help your SEO. A lot of people don't understand that SEO and content marketing are hand in hand.
Hand in
They
hand.
support each other. And it's really, if you're going to put the money out for SEO, please put the money out for social media content marketing, because you've just thrown this money out there and it's just going to sit. They don't always understand that Google is indexing you constantly. They're constantly looking at what kind of information you're putting out there. And that's how you're ranking.
Yeah. And
Yes,
that's
you
what
can buy those first 5 spots, but not always.
that's right. And a prospect is out searching. So they're seeing your social media post, then they're
Mhm.
bouncing to your website and they're looking. And if you've got great content on your website, they're going to stay on your site longer because it's relevant content to what they're looking for. Otherwise, they're just going to hit your website and go, yeah, no, and bounce. And now you've wasted all that money. So it's about engaging your audience with relevancy over a period of time.
Correct.
Fair?
The other thing that a lot of people don't realize is when you search for a company, the first 5 things that come up, your website hopefully is ranking top, but then it's your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn.
Yes,
And Twitter used to be Twitter, but those, if your social media feeds are not active, they're not going to show.
that's right. Yeah, and that adds, like in my world, it's credibility because when you search
Right.
for that and I see that you're all over there, so number one, credibility, you need to be showing up. Number two, when I go to those different sites, which a lot of people are going to all those sites, is your messaging consistent? And that's what you help people do, is set up this consistency of their messaging, the depth of the content, the connection with their audience, all of that. No wonder you can save people 6 to 8 hours a week.
Yes, because it takes a lot of time. And when it's all you do, like it takes me probably 2 hours per client.
Yeah,
And I have a team of three, that three others who help me. So it takes us a few hours a day
yeah,
to manage everything, where it's going to take you 6 hours because we're already in it
right.
and we're constantly looking and searching so that next week's already set, right?
Yes.
We're a week ahead of each on each week.
Yeah, and you really help the business owner not only save the time and the effort,
Mhm.
but you help them be proactive in their communication versus reactive. And I think
Correct.
that's so very important, because so many times we don't want to be running on that hamster wheel per se of, oh, what do I need to be doing? It's like, no, no, no. We're planning this out a week or two ahead of time, not so far that you can't pivot when forest fires come up or a
Right.
tornado or something. That helps your audience know that you're concerned, you're alive, you're humans, and you're somebody they want to work with. Because dare I say, your competition probably is not doing this. And so it gives you an opportunity to really take a step ahead and lead the field in your community without you having to do all the work.
Correct. And we're actually probably the most affordable part of your social media or a part of your marketing strategy overall. We're cheaper than print. We're cheaper than ads. We There's a lot included in our package that most people are like, oh, that's okay, that's included. Oh, okay. And I
Yeah.
get this and I get that. And so yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot there.
Too many times we pigeonhole things. Oh, you're a social media. Oh, you're a content. Oh, I know what that is. Well, no, you need to check them out. Why don't you unpack just a few of those things? Then we'll let people know where to find you. But when people come to you and they're like, oh, I didn't know you did that. I mean, or just
Right.
unpack a few of those so that our audience understands. Oh, I didn't know you did that.
So we'll create your newsletter. We will create a direct mail marketing piece, and we handle everything from printing to getting the addresses, all of that. We curate content for your social media feeds, and we create content for your social media feeds. We're posting 5 days a week. We will include it in our package is one blog a month. Who gets one blog a month?
Yeah,
But that's included in the package. And one of the reasons I do that is because it's not rocket science. And I
right.
tell my team all the time, this is not rocket science. This is words. It's just a matter of putting words together out there that are compelling.
Yeah.
And we do that all day long.
Yeah. And that's good. And when you have those, people don't understand the power of blogs over time. I've been to some sites and they have 3 blogs. I've been to some that have like 3,000, and you're like, whoa. And when they're categorized and easy to search and you're there, you're like, all right, this person has a lot of information. It builds trust in that company, and it allows me to move in a little bit. Now I'm more likely actually to opt in to a newsletter or something else, to go, okay, there's probably more behind the wall. So what else do you have? How, because not everybody's in the market today. I preach this all the time. People are in the market over a long period of time, and they're looking for somebody they can trust. Somebody who's an information provider, somebody who understands me, somebody who's consistent, somebody who's involved, somebody I can talk with. I can talk to a human. Oh my goodness. So it's all of these things put together that Wendy and her team help you execute without you doing it. That's the coolest part, because as business owners, we need to be focused on the highest payoff activities we have. And most of the time, it's not doing social media. Even though it has a payoff, our payoff is serving clients, working with our team, building our business, having people like you as a great partner in our company to help us grow. Is that fair?
That is fair.
Awesome. How do people who are listening out there and they're thinking, maybe I should look into this. Maybe this Wendy's opening up some windows in my mind. Where can they go to find some more information about you, your company, how you work with them?
Well, they could go to Pace Setting Media, and look at the website. They can hit me up at Wendy at pacesettingmedia.com. Keep it very simple.
What?
If
And
they
that's great.
really want to reach out, they can go to LinkedIn and ask me to connect.
There you go. And she said that kind of offhandedly, but I preach it all the time. Simple. Pace setting media. right? Wendy at Pace Setting Media. And it's just so simple that it's hard to forget, which is exactly great marketing, which is what we should all be doing. So if you need a little help creating and curating content to connect with your clients, why don't you reach out to Wendy Pace, Pace Setting Media, have a conversation, look at her website, look at her online, see what she does, and have the conversation, because you're in this game long term. I don't think social media is going away anytime soon. So you either need to get really good at it, or you need to hire somebody who's really good at it. Wendy and her team are really good at it. So reach out to her, have a connection, and see how she can help you create some great content to capture some more clients. Wendy, thank you. Thank you for what you do. It's really, really important and valuable. And thanks for being my guest today on Experts Speak.
Thanks for having me.